Now, we all know what DullenMIKE has been doing on the scene this year. Come out of nowhere. Some people have called him the Tex of FIFA 19. He's just turned 17 recently, I think a couple of weeks ago. And he's currently 3-all with Bundled Levy. Great game, this one. And it is Bundled Levy in the Brazil kits here, trying to make something happen in the box. 3-all on aggregate. Little tip, or a little bit of inside information for you. Richard Buckley told me he thinks Bundled Levy is going to win the whole thing. It's a big prediction.
Levy's a special player. He's been around the scene for a long time. He was one of those guys that was a prodigy if you go back 5 years ago. And he's known for his intricate play, a lot of the skill moves. He likes to be fancy. And he should have that Brazilian flair, so to speak, with his build-up.
And what do we think about DullenMIKE as a player who's not played at every event this year, but he has obviously impressed. He's always got out of the Swiss format or the group stage every single time.
He hasn't qualified for as many events as some of the other guys that are ranked in the top 10, but he has performed at every LAN event he's been at this year.
Definitely one to watch for the future. Burst onto the scene in Bucharest with a big win. Neymar does well to find DullenMIKE some space, and it's Havertz. That man again running down the right side, fixing in towards the back post. Great header, great goal. Cristiano Ronaldo makes it 4-3, and that was lovely.
It's all about matchups. Anytime you got Cristiano in a 1v1 scenario, anything in the air, you got to give him a chance to go get it. That's exactly what you're seeing there on the pitch.
It's against Sergio Ramos as well. I mean, yes, a great player, great defender, good stats, only 6 foot tall, which is not, these days, pretty small for a defender in this game. So many higher options, or taller options available. So DullenMIKE takes the lead here. 35 minutes of FIFA time left. 4-3 up against Bundled Levy. Vieira. His pass is misplaced, and now DullenMIKE can attack again. Over to Hullet. Alonso making an appearance at left-back. A very high-rated player with great stats across all the kind of attributes, but you're kind of shaking your head at that one, Mike. Surprised?
It's out of the ordinary. Yes, definitely surprised. When you have so many different options, I would prefer to use even one of the center backs as a fullback before introducing Marcos Alonso in my starting 11.
Why?
I just don't think he's good enough, or he hasn't been good enough for me.
In what departments?
I don't think he's that athletic on even the defensive side or the offensive side. He has got good size for a fullback, which is a big upside. That's why you're going to see him used. But he doesn't really have the skill moves when you're going forward. He's not someone who's gifted in terms of some of the creativity. And I think there's more athletic or just better aerial defenders than Marcos Alonso.
Chance here for Levy. Turns away from the goal of Mbappe. Maybe going to try and switch it across. Great recovery tackle from Da Costa. And I wonder with that Alonso selection at left back, Mike, whether it's just a case of it's someone who's used at home. He's got one of the SBC Alonsos and he's just committed to him and he thinks, why change it?
I will say this about DullenMIKE.
Another header, this time saved by Van der Sar.
We have seen him introduce unorthodox players. When he won in Bucharest, he had a couple guys that no one else was using. Even in Atlanta in more recent times, he was the first that we had seen the Sterling foot item, where it was the what did he get, a player of the year? It was before the team of the season. He had a purple foot item that had came out, and I remember
player of the month.
Player of the month, and I remember seeing him being used, but not just being a good player to bring on, but actually being a difference maker, being someone who's scoring goals, he's influencing matches. And nobody else at the tournament had him even in their starting 11 or off the bench. Maybe in a reserves situation, maybe.
Talking about interesting left-back selections, what are your thoughts on Alex Tellez at left-back that's been used here by Levy?
A lot of people love him. I'm not part of that group. I still prefer the likes of a Mendy, the likes of a Sandro, the likes of a Militao, and you move him over to play as a fullback, or even Ramos, move him over, play him as a fullback. And that comes down to preference. Who fits best for you in terms of positioning, defending stats? How good are they going forward? What are they lacking?
The Brazil national team really spoiled for choice in the left-back department these days. So many options. Tellez, Alexandro, Felipe Luis, Marcelo. They probably have the best selection of left-backs in world football right now.
It's wild that you don't see Marcelo being used. And when you look at his stats, the 5-star skills, but he's just become such a liability on the defensive end when you've got someone lurking on the back post, such as a team of the season Havertz or a Cristiano Ronaldo, an R9, a Ruud Gullit.
There's that man Alonso. And Johan Cruyff makes an appearance. Obviously, this event last year took place in Amsterdam, where the stadium's named after him, and another Ajax legend makes the save, Van der Sar. Total football being played the Ajax way. Kante on the pitch as well for Levy. Surprise?
Not at this point, especially knowing Levy's play style a little bit.
Chance, got to be a goal. Acres of space onside. Levy levels it up for all.
Also, if you're chasing a game, using someone like a Team of the Year Kante, he can fit perfectly for you. In terms of being able to chase, he can attack that space on the offensive end as well. Might not be your best shot taker. He doesn't give you the best creativity because he doesn't have the skill moves, but he's rapid, absolutely rapid. He has the agility. He can turn left and turn right very quickly.
This game is not ending anytime soon, guys. As things stand, it will go to extra time. What a matchup. 8 goals it's seen so far. DullenMIKE versus Bundled Levy. Lovely ball down the right side. Levy seems to be getting into it now. He's made some changes that are working for him. Probably a goal here. Oh, he played the extra pass. And I think the shot was maybe on for Ronaldo.
He overpassed it. He just had one pass across. Got greedy, went for a second.
Kante on the ball here. Can he deliver? Beats his man with ease. Flicks it in. Van Dijk says no, not today. Player of the year, of course, in the Premier League. Stops the Kante attack. Modric. Johan Cruyff now. Can he pull out a Cruyff turn? The turn he invented. Ronaldo does it instead. As a tribute to the Dutchman. Yeah, Johan beats his man easily there. Finds Mbappe. Cruyff on the edge of the box. Finds him. Hits it.
Why?
Maybe rushed it, Mike. Could have had a touch.
Wasn't green. Once again, that's why it's going wide. He does have that 5-star weak foot as well with Cruyff. And another foot item that we just don't see used that much at this stage of the competitive season.
Yeah, it has to be green. Havertz is going to maybe flick this one up again. No, it goes back to Modric. Modric on the ball. Hullet. Cruyff, what can he do? Moments of magic is what he makes. And that shot was green, but it was wide.
Deflection.
Ah, that's why. Corner comes in. Header. Rio Ferdinand gets there first.
Yeah, this matchup actually has multiple unusual choices at this stage of the game. But whether you're looking at the Team of the Year Kante, the Team of the Year Modric being involved, Cruyff, Alex Telles.
I don't have the prime icon moments, Cruyff, but I have the prime Cruyff in my club. And I love him, but his biggest weakness is stamina. Really poor. I have to sub him off every game usually because it just doesn't last the course, unfortunately. Great ball, great save from Van der Sar. He's doing wonderfully for Bundled Levy right now. Corner coming in from Cruyff, headed away by Kylian Mbappe. Twice the amount of shots for DullenMIKE. Ramos heads that one away, stopping Ruud Gullit get on the end of it. And now we could see a very late counter from Levy. He's got a switch option on if he can see it. And I think he has. Great tackle from Modric. Not what he's known for, but getting stuck in nonetheless. Gullit can't get past his opposite number. Mbappe gets the ball on this left side. This is it, maybe the final attack of the game. Gullit gets there though for Levy, and now he could have the final attack if he's quick. No, not quick enough. We're going extra time, Mike.
Extra time.
It's anyone's game. And you got to think Levy's got to be happy. He got the goal that was necessary, made the changes that worked, carrying some of that momentum, looking hungry.
He's had a lot less chances than DullenMIKE, so he will be happy. And often you see this. If someone sort of, I wouldn't say squeezes the way through, because he's obviously done well, but maybe he's slightly more fortunate to get into extra time than the other, they can usually use that and go the distance.
And if he didn't go for the discount refill after having one pass across, he wanted that second pass across, he probably would be leading at this point.
Probably would have won the game, yeah. It is DullenMIKE that kicks us off here in extra time. Great game we've seen between these two. We joined it at 3-3. We've seen a couple of goals here. And Cruyff getting involved a lot for Mike. Ronaldo! What a save! Van der Sar picking out some unbelievable stops. There's the corner coming in, and Van der Sar once again gets an arm to it. And now it's a risky header back, giving it straight back to DullenMIKE here. Havertz trying a long shot. DullenMIKE may be getting a little bit impatient in the attacks. And now Bundled Levy could use that to his advantage with the overlap with Eusebio as an option. He's going to get in front of his man. Surely he scores now. Does he get the shot off? Goes inside and goes back. Again, the extra pass being used by Levy and costing him a shot on goal.
And you got to say that Alonso looked smoked. He was out of the play there, out of position, wasn't able to recover. Levy would like to have the chance back. I'm sure he want a second go.
He doesn't seem to want to shoot right now. Playing the extra pass every time. Hullet, Eusebio. Ronaldo back to Hullet here for Bundled Levy. Good defending from Van Dijk. Havertz. And Modric going to switch it over. Not long left in the first half of extra time here. Mbappe to Hullet. Modric trying to use that 99 passing to unleash the run on the left side, but it was cut out. And now Bundled Levy going to get another go here. Kante. Neymar. Back to Kante. It's interesting you've got the battle of Kante versus Modric in this game. Great ball. Is he onside? Fixes towards the back post. What a header away that was. Still Levy with a chance though. Eusebio trying to get a shot. Hullet sticking a leg in. Yeah, Kante, Modric, two players we're not going to see loads of probably this tournament, but both being used in this game. And facing off against each other. Mbappe has been unleashed on the left side. Ramos tries to close him down. Risk of giving a penalty away, and Van der Sar once again stops the goal. What a performance he's having. And he's saving Bundled Levy at every opportunity right now.
No one will
We're
score.
seeing maybe another reason why Danny should have used Van der Sar in the last game.
Well, I talked to Danny, and he said that he was playing warm-up matches yesterday. I think you had it flip-flopped, where he was using Van der Sar, and he said
really?
he wasn't performing for him, so he switched to Schmeichel.
Oh.
And I think he's got to regret that. From the Van der Sar usage that I've seen today and the consistency that players are getting, whether they're bringing him out, whether it's the movement, whether it's his aerial presence. I mean, he has that height. He's getting a hand onto everything.
Yeah, he's really doing very well indeed for Bundled Levy here. Who kicks off this second half of extra time. And a goal could be the decider in this game. Does he bang one with Kante? I mean, there's a difference between the Team of the Year Kante and any other version, is that he has got the shot in him. You can trust him a little bit with the shot, which you can't really do with the lesser rated items.
I don't think I'd open up for too many finesse shots with Kante, but if you got a power opportunity or if you got something on the edge of the box, he's definitely capable.
Hullet to Ronaldo. Mbappe turns onto his left. Returns the ball. Got to be a goal. There it is. Van der Sar has kept Levy in the game long enough that the attacking players can get him the lead. Cristiano Ronaldo makes it 5-4.
And those turns are very clever. Basically, you're playing a guessing game here. Almost if you're playing rock, paper, scissors. Is he going to go left? Is he going to go right? Is he going to stay in the middle? Maybe some shielding, another pass. And for Levy to score that goal, he converted basically 3 of those situations in a row where he guessed right and DullenMIKE guessed wrong. And he made it look easy, but that's what's happening there as players are trying to anticipate what's going to happen next.
Yeah, every interaction is like a game of rock, paper, scissors between these guys, and they've played enough of them to know what the probable chances are or predictions are, but sometimes people mix it up. And we've got Tejas here for Levy. Ronaldo looking to find Mbappe. Can he deliver it? Ronaldo's open. Da Costa recovers well. Gives the corner away. Every second that Levy keeps the ball is going to increase his chance of a win over the youngster DullenMIKE here. Ronaldo onside. Oh, he's made 4 defenders look like mugs there, but eventually Alonso gets it back for Mike. And what a pass that is. Keeper's going to come and get it surely. Van der Sar doing what he needs to do once again for Levy. Cruyff. Havertz. Not the best pass for Cruyff to chase.
A completely different energy in this match compared to the previous game where we had Ajax Danny and #Ryan, where they were trying to close out the game. There was a lot of side-to-side, a lot of patience. This is all-out attack, both sides. We haven't seen Levy slow down yet. He might regret it as we get a counter-attack here from DullenMIKE.
Mike needs the goal, of course. He's got a man at the back post. Good recovery from the Bundled Levy players. And he gets the ball back, and it's very close to the end of the game now. As long as the boys in the Brazil kit keep the ball for Levy, they'll be okay.
Levy win.
Eusebio in no rush. Van Dijk with a recovery. Got to be now for Mike. Has to send it forward. Modric with a beautiful little pass there. And he's onside Ronaldo. Cruyff got to get forward. Chance. Ronaldo gets through.
Shoot.
Can he get the shot off? Hit it! Oh, and he's done it! In the last second of the game, we're going to penalties.
And this is why you see players close out games. You run it down to the corner, you swing it side to side, you kick it deep. Oh, because when it gets to that last minute, it's almost like everyone's going for you. Commit all the bodies. How many late goals do we see?
And that pass from Ronaldo is just putting 100% effort in to get the ball over to your man Havertz, who maybe is the breakout player of this tournament.
And this is part of this champion's pedigree, so to speak. DullenMIKE's won an event this year. You don't win events without facing adversity and making sure that you're getting late goals. You have to get late goals in FIFA. The margins are just too slim.
Here we go then, straight into penalties. Mike going to kick us off with Modric, and he's smashed it into the left side. Van der Sar going the wrong way, so he takes the lead. Kante. Wow.
What?
That is very, very wide. 1-0. And that's a lovely
Right.
strike.
It wasn't even close either. He missed the goal by 3-4 feet.
Left.
Eusebio just making sure
Yeah.
that Levy knows how to take penalties. He does. He's got that one on target. 2-1 here to DullenMIKE, and that one is saved. Van der Sar with a hand the size of Egypt. Can he make
Right.
it 2-2 here? He does. We're back in the game. It's even Stevens. Ronaldo down the
Maybe.
middle. Van der Sar can't stop that one. I think even if he'd been there, it would have pushed him into the net. Such was the power. He hit that one with, and that's an awful penalty. And Levy needs to take a look at his penalty strategy. He might lose this game, but no, he's pretty good in goal. He's good with Van der Sar, so he's got to score this one to take it to sudden death. Neymar will score, and we keep on rolling. Ruud Gullit to take the lead. For DullenMIKE, down the middle. Good strategy for him so far. Van der Sar can't stop it. Is that Lehmann in goal?
Right.
Indeed.
And it's off the post.
Oh.
And wow, we've seen him not hit the target twice
Easy.
in a penalty shootout, Mike. That's criminal.
Yeah, Levy didn't look too good in those penalties in terms of being on the offensive side, taking those opportunities. He put 2 wide with the post and then
Levy
the
lost.
one way too wide. And then he also